And we are back. Pokemon Ruby, a hardcore Nuzlocke, only using fighting-type Pokemon. We've got the Blaziken, we've got the Medicham, and we even have the Machamp. So our full team of 6 is looking fantastic in this second attempt. The Swellow comes down. This is our final fight against May. The Ice Punch from Madara comes in, and Swellow is gone. We don't need any more flying types in our life, if I'm being honest. Shroomish comes down. It's criminal that it's not a Breloom, and she does not go down in one shot. The headbutt comes in, a little offering here. Madara drops back with another Ice Punch and takes down the cute little Shroomish. Third on the menu is going to be the Numel, and now we're going to lean into that pure power that Madara has available with those physical Shadow Balls, and there is the Marshtomp, 2 levels shy of the Swampert, and it hurts to watch him go, but the Mudshot comes down right before the demise, and one more Shadow Ball will do the trick. May is defeated, and let's just keep it going. And that means it's time to take on Tate and Liza to secure that 7th gym badge. The infamous double battle here with the 2 moons and suns, if you will. Lunatone and Solrock come down. Now, this fight can get a little bit crazy depending on your team, but with the Medicham's access to Shadow Ball, I think this is going to be prime real estate as the fake out comes down on the Solrock, keeping it at bay here, getting the nice flinch. However, the Hypnosis comes down from the Lunatone. Very pesky. Hopefully we can shake that off with no issue here. The Vital Throw should be able to finish. I'm just kidding. The Hyper Potion comes down, keeping the Lunatone nice and healthy. The Psychic comes across the board. Madara takes that damage up close and personal. The Vital Throw does get Lunatone to about 40% HP, which is really nice. If we wake up with Madara, here we go. We are ready. The Shadow Ball from downtown almost takes down the Solrock. It gets a little bit greedy for the sunny day. Another Hypnosis comes down, and Lunatone thankfully misses this one, and that will be its final mistake as the Vital Throw puts down the moon. Solrock remains floating in the red, and I dare say it's probably going to get a Hyper Potion. We line up a nice Vital Throw and a Shadow Ball for the perfect combination here. Here we go. Shadow Ball comes in. Solrock holds on with about 20 HP. The Vital Throw from downtown, and Solrock is dropped, thankfully, and now Tate and Liza are defeated. That leads us to our final fight against Magma Maxi here. Mighty Unit comes down with the Intimidate onto Berthold the Braylon. We're going to go for that lead seed, keep the team safe while swapping around here. The Swagger in return. So now we are effectively +1 after the Intimidate. On top of that, we have the Person Berry to break out of confusion. So we have a free +1 attack. What will Berthold do? Will he take it into his own hands, or will we swap out? I'm just kidding. We go straight for the Mach Punch, almost putting down the Wolf. And I do believe the lead seed's going to come in hot here as well. The Scary Face in return. Mighty Unit drops, but now we're kind of in a tenuous situation because the Crobat is going to outspeed everyone and is going to hit like a truck with those stab flying type moves, and everyone is weak. On top of that, Berthold is 4 times super effective, but he holds on with 4 HP and gets a leech seed in his dying breath. He heals up to 20 HP. Breloom is here to stay, and now we can swap into a healthy Pokemon who can potentially tank that a little bit better. Let's see who has the best defense here. I do believe it's going to be the Machamp as well. So level 42, we'll send him out there and meet Crobat head on. The Air Cutter comes down and misses with that 5% accuracy. Beautiful stuff. The Leech Seed for a little bit of heal as well. We go in for the neutral strength, and the Wing Attack misses. That's the Lax Incense on Megami. He can't be hit by the Crobat. Beautiful stuff. Crobat does get the Super Potion from Maxi, not wanting to lose his super fast bat here. Another strength comes in. Crobat holding on with about 1 or 2 HP. The Leech Seed doing work. Another Super Potion from Maxi gets Crobat to about 40%. Strength comes in, and it is enough to take down the bat. Beautiful stuff. Megami absolutely flexing with all 4 arms here. Camerupt comes down. The chubby camel himself goes for the Amnesia, which will have no bearing on the physical damage that Megami's going to be dishing out here. The Vital Throw comes in, brings Camerupt to about 40% HP. A huge Earthquake. It is stab coming in. Massive damage onto Megami, but a Revenge with double damage is going to do the trick. Camerupt and Maxi are defeated. Alrighty, as we near the end of this run, we come here to Wallace in his gym. We want that 8th and final gym badge, and we got to beat his water-type Pokemon to get it. The Love Disc comes down, a signature Pokemon for setting up on. It does have a lot of pesky confusions and sleep abilities here. We got to watch out for those moves. We do get the Leech Seed off, which is massive, but we do get confused in return. So we're going to swap into Hinata here. our Hariyama looking great, and the Water Pulse gets a confusion as well. You don't love to see it, but we get healed up nicely with the Leech Seed, so I think we'll be fine. We'll just swap back into Bertolt, shake that off. The Water Pulse is not going to do much damage at all, but it also gets the confusion. That is 3 confusions in a row. This Luvdis did not like the disrespect right out the gate here, and that is fine. I respect that, honestly. The Luvdis goes for the attract, though, but being the same gender, Hinata will not fall for such a love spell. Beautiful stuff, and now we are going to go all in on the belly drum. We're going to try to aggro this down. We cut our HP in half for +6 attack, and we wanted all the Leech Seed for a heal, as well as Citrus Berry, and now Hinata is looking so good. Now we just got to watch out for those speed battles, which Hinata's probably not going to outspeed many of Wallace's Pokemon, but we will deal with it when it comes down. The Luvdis falls, and Hinata takes her first victim. So we got, I think, 3 or 4 more Pokemon coming in from Wallace's side. So there's going to be 4 more, and the Whiscash comes down. We go in for the Earthquake. This is +6, and I don't think the Derpy Fish can hold on. Hinata claims her next victim. Then the Celio, the big blubbery friend, joins the party here, but another +6 Earthquake across the board takes down the Seal. That leads us to the Seeking. The ugly Guppy Fish goes for a Rain Dance, which actually could really benefit the Milotic in the back, so I gotta respect that as well. The Seeking goes down with its dying breath, and now it's gonna be a 1v1, the Milotic versus Hinata, the Hariyama. We have to tank this Water Pulse in the rain. It is stab as well. The Water Pulse gets the confusion, and if we hurt ourselves, we lose Hariyama, but Hinata clutches. Hinata sees the top of the summit, and we secure the 8th and final gym badge. Let's go. The only trainer standing in between us and the Elite Four is going to be Wally. He starts with his tiny little Ralts, and he's made it all the way to this point in the run. The Altaria comes down, looking fantastic. We drop back with the Leech Seed. Bertolt leading the charge as per usual, and Altaria answers with the Dragon Dance, both trying to set up on each other here. The Leech Seed is going to be chipping away every single turn, giving the entire team leftovers, essentially. Beautiful stuff here. And we're actually going to go straight into Madara as the Safeguard comes down. No problem there, just giving us more time. If Altaria gets another Dragon Dance in, it might get a little bit tipsy, and there it is, +2 speed, +2 attack, but Altaria is not known for its physical attack, so at this point in the run, it's not as scary as Winona's Altaria can be, but it's okay. We get 1 Calm Mind in there, and Altaria just keeps getting the Dragon Dance. That's a +3 Dragon Dance, but it doesn't even matter, as a +1 Ice Punch is enough to take down the Flying Dragon. That leads us to the Delcatty here, and honestly, I'm not really afraid of what she can do, and we go straight for the Secret Power, which flexes with a Bite here, and again, we are leaning into that pure power that Madara gets, so just a really good dual threat here, given the special and physical attacks. And we get the Magneton up next with the Steel Electric typing. Now, we can't really hit the Magneton for anything but not very effective, so we try out a Shadow Ball, see how much damage that does, and that does not do a lot of damage. On top of that, the Thunderbolt comes down, gets a nice paralysis on the Madara here, so we're going to retreat. We're going to send out Bertolt. We're going to get in there and sidestep the Supersonic upon the swap. Beautiful stuff, and we go for a super effective Stab Mach Punch. Magneton holds on with 1 HP. You might as well have Sturdy there, and we get paralyzed again. This Magneton is absolutely feeling himself, the magnetic energy popping off here, and now we got 2 Pokemon left. The Gardevoir comes down, who can absolutely clean shop with her team, with my team, I should say. And everyone is weak to those Stab Psychics, so we are going to get Hinata in there, and we're going to try to tank this as best we can, and we do not take that well. That was not a critical hit. That was just straight raw damage. We get a really juicy Fake Out down, but I do believe we are in trouble. We might have to lose somebody here unless we have a really bulky special defensive Pokemon, and we might have that in the Heracross here. Now, look at that special defense. The Heracross has 128, looking fantastic, so we're going to get Haruno out there, a little debut as the Future's Light comes down. Wally doing us a solid, giving us a moment to breathe as we send out Haruno, getting a really nice Secret Power down. The Calm Mind is here, though, and we might be dead to Stab Psychic, honestly. So it is everything for this Heracross to take down the Gardevoir. The Future Sight comes down, but it fails because it's a terrible move as we use Secret Power one more time, and Gardevoir drops. Beautiful stuff. Only Rosalia is left. We get a Secret Power in there, and it's a one-shot fadeaway crit. Get out of here, Wally. You did well, sir. You did well, but it's all over for you now. With Wally behind us, that means it's time for the Elite Four. This is the second attempt. Can we bring it home? Sydney comes in with his Dark-type Pokemon. The Mightyena leads the charge. We've seen this before. The Intimidate comes down, and we send out Bertolt, but this time we miss the Leech Seed, and the takedown comes down, doing a little bit of chip off the top. The Leech Seed does connect on the second try. Really good stuff there. Breloom's going to have to tank another takedown here, no problem. And honestly, given our Fighting-type team, this really shouldn't be too difficult as we get one bulk up in with Bertolt. So now we are back to 0. We are +1, evens out the Intimidate, if that makes sense. So because of the Intimidate, we are -1. Now 2 bulk ups, we are +1, looking fantastic. I'm glad we can do math here as the Leech Seed continues to heal up our health. Mightyena getting chipped down, 1 more bulk up for the road, and that should do it. We are +2, +3 at this point. Crunch comes down. It's not very effective. Gets a special defense drop, which is not exactly what you want to see, but the Leech Seed continuing to heal us up, and now we are good to go. Mach Punch comes down. It is stab, and it's super effective. The Wolf Dog goes. 4 Pokemon left. It's going to be the Absol. The Ace comes down. Snatch is here, which does beat us to the punch. However, Mach Punch comes in last, and it doesn't matter. Absol is deleted. 3 Pokemon left on Sydney's side of things. The Shiftry comes down. No fake out here, and Mach Punch is definitely going to do the trick. The Grass Dart falls, and now we got 2 Pokemon left. The Sharpedo is here, very fast, very scary, but a +2 or +3 Mach Punch with a fadeaway crit is more than enough to put down Jaws. Now we got 1 more Pokemon in the Cacturn. He's given me some issues in the past, but not here and not today. Bertolt takes it all. But as far as this video goes, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you on the flip. Peace.